In the next 10 minutes, we will talk about the most important events in the business world, which will take place from the 28th of March to the 1st of April. Hello, this is events around the corner on Kazakh TV. On March 28th, Moscow will host the 3rd Congress Russian Public-Private Partnership Week. On the 31st of March, the Nuclear Security Summit will start its work in Washington. On the 1st of April, a pilot system of service providing exterritoriality to be introduced in Kazakhstan. Let's talk about these and other events in more detail. On Monday, March 28th, the final consumer version of Oculus Rift virtual reality headset will put on sale. The device development has been in process since 2012. At that time, the interest in this technology showed a huge potential. The Kickstarter project's crowdfunding campaign had received a necessary amount of €225,000 in 4 hours after the start. And in 24 hours, this amount had exceeded €1 million. In February, the HTC company started to sell its new virtual reality headset named Vive VR. As it became known, 15,000 units were sold in under 10 minutes before online sales started. That brought the profit of €10 million. The software giant Microsoft also started to sell its augmented reality glasses HoloLens, but it has not reported the success of sales yet. Let me mention that 2 years ago, the Oculus VR company was bought by Facebook. By that time, the Oculus Rift was considered to be a device for computer games only. At the Mobile World Congress in Barcelona, the social network founder Mark Zuckerberg declared that the virtual reality would become a new social platform which is to change the world. On Tuesday, March 29th, Moscow will host the 3rd Congress Russian Public-Private Partnership Week. At the present time, it is the largest event in the CIS, which is dedicated to the issues of investment attraction to the state infrastructure development. The event covers all main infrastructure industries such as transport, housing, energetics and social sector. The Congress platforms will gather the representatives of state authorities, leading Russian and foreign experts on investment attraction, infrastructure and public-private partnership. Private business leaders and the representatives of financial and bank community will also visit the event. As well as all over the world, in Kazakhstan, the main goal of public-private partnership in the infrastructure development in the public interest by joining resources and experience of state and business. A number of projects, including building of hospitals and transport routes, will be implemented in the country using these tools. On Wednesday, March 30th, the Kalin Company is to announce a new president. The chief executive of Image Communications Products HQ, Messiah Maeda, will take up the post. 63-years-old Maeda will replace 80-years-old Fujio Mitarai, who will remain chairman and chief executive officer. Messiah Maeda, being the Kalin president, is going to concentrate on each of Kalin's businesses, while Mr. Mitarai will handle human resources and other administrative units. In 2015, the Kalin's net profit was 220 billion yen, which is 14% less than the previous year due to economic problems in China and other Asian countries. Herewith, the company noted digital camera sales improvement in the USA and Japan, which allowed to predict the profit growth at 4.4% for this year. On the same day, March 30th, Moscow will host Logistics New Challenges and Success Strategy Conference. The analysis of global trends has shown that the transport services market is becoming complicated. All the elements of transport process are integrated based on application of modern logistics concepts and technology. The external world makes logistics itself change. New types of transport appear. For instance, unmanned vehicles, new super-saver engines. Big data technology for logistics infrastructure organization is implemented. More efficient methods of warehouse organization and reduction in production costs are developed. Innovativeness and willingness to change are among the main trends this year. And the new economic reality companies face challenges. At the annual conference, the market professionals will discuss the main issues on logistics development for the coming years. The special emphasis will be put on the issues of increasing requirements for effectiveness of companies and retail logistics. On Thursday, March 31st, in Los Angeles, the Tesla Motors will introduce the new budget electric car, Model 3. This was reported in the company during the financial announcements for the fourth quarter of 2015. The new model will cost about €3,000. Pre-orders will start in the automaker's shop on March 31st, and online pre-orders will be available from the 1st of April. The first cars will go to their users at the end of 2017. Elon Musk says, due to the fact that the company had more time for the model development, Model 3 will be much easier in production than the previous Tesla models. The electric car will be 20% lighter than Model S. The new model will reach minimum 320 kilometers on a single charge, but the precise number is not known yet. Tesla CEO said the goal to increase sale at 500,000 cars by 2020. That is why the launch of the budget mass auto Model 3 is the cornerstone of Tesla Motors' strategy. The company is planning to sell 80 to 90,000 electric cars in the current year. On the same day, March 31st, Moscow will host MFO Russia Forum 2016. The forum will bring together more than 400 representatives of microfinancial markets. At one professional platform, the actual issues on microfinancing in the areas of regulation, strategy and business models, procedures and prospective innovations will be discussed. This event will become a place of introduction of the most efficient cases of using new technology and approaches in microfinancial business. At the first strategic session of the forum, participants will get the analytics of key trends in the microfinancial markets. After this, the forum program will be divided into two tracks: business and technology. Such a solution will allow all the forum participants to gain maximum useful information and to discuss the key issues of microfinancial industry in the context of solving practical problems facing heads of companies and departments. On the 31st of March, Japan corporation Toshiba closed the fiscal year of 2015. In December, the company announced the restructuring plans and the biggest losses for the current fiscal year. Concerning this, Toshiba is planning to sell its medical devices unit. A person familiar with the matter said that the unit price is approximately 400 to 500 billion yen. One more person said the transaction value may reach 650 billion yen due to high demand on medical units with growth perspective. Analysts believe the transaction will be crucial for the company's finance strengthening. The company foresees the net loss in the current fiscal year to be 550 billion yen, while the annual sales dropped comparing to last year by 6.8% to 6,200 billion yen. On March 31st, the two-day Nuclear Security Summit will take place in Washington. The summit participants will continue discussions on the evolving threat to nuclear security. During the summit, it still be highlighted which steps can be taken together to minimize the use of highly enriched uranium, counter nuclear smuggling, and disrupt attempts at nuclear terrorism. Recently, Washington held meetings of US-Kazakhstan strategic dialogue on political, humanitarian, and economic issues. Ways to enhance political context, strengthen cooperation of Afghanistan restructuring and regional security, and also cooperation between the defense departments. Special emphasis was put on the issues of nuclear non-proliferation and preparation of the President of the Republic of Kazakhstan, Nursultan Nazarbayev, for participating in the Nuclear Security Summit. On Friday, April the 1st, the system of service providing exterritoriality to be introduced in the tax sector in Kazakhstan. The head of the Development and Modernization Department of the Tax Committee of the Ministry of Finance of Kazakhstan, Yerzhan Byzhanov, reported this. As he says, the pilot system will allow a taxpayer to apply to any tax authority regardless where they live and locate. This service will be launched in the pilot mode in 3 regions: North Kazakhstan, Kostanay and Akmola. According to the results of the pilot project, by the end of 2016, it is planned to spread the project throughout the country. As Byzhanov has noted, it will save time of a taxpayer and improve the service quality. For 9 years in Kazakhstan, a local survey of the population has been held for satisfaction with the quality of services in the customs and tax sector, in which over 4,000 respondents take part. In 2007, when the survey began, the index was more than 40%. According to last year's results, 81% of respondents were satisfied with the state service quality. For the customs issues, the satisfaction level was 60% in 2011, and today it is more than 70%. That has been our perspective of the coming week. See you soon on Kazakh TV.